My date, Chris, was really thoughtful, and since I had said that I like authentic restaurants on my application video, he decided to take me to Indian food, which is one that I don't typically do. I do Thai food and whatnot, but it was fun to go do Indian at Royal Taj, a place that I'd never heard of before because it's over in Phoenix, a little bit further away from me. But enjoyed a really good meal there. He got a chicken dish that he knows is a good one, so got to go with the guarantee. But then we got a little adventurous and got a lamb dish that he'd never had before. Also good.
We first went to the Royal Taj. Again, like I said, I thought that was a place that she might like. In fact, she'd been to an Indian restaurant before, and she said she really liked it. So that was great. We tried something that we knew was good, and something that we got as a recommendation. Just love the evening. You know, like I said before, she just makes it very comfortable. And so even though our waiter took a little while, I don't think they realized that we were actually there to eat. They thought we were maybe just filming and taking some time in their little restaurant. She took it in stride, and so it was a good, I think, half hour before we realized they were just sitting around watching us get filmed.
We went over to the Arizona Biltmore after dinner they had a convention going on, and it was all centered around swing dancing, but this night specifically was kind of around the Lindy Hop. And this was such a fun idea. I was told in advance this time, more than usual, kind of what to wear. I kind of could guess what was going on, but really excited nonetheless to go and dance. And it was so fun. He is a great dancer, confident, but then also just the kind of teacher that you want. He's really patient with me. He's encouraging. Just had a blast by the end. I mean, our last dance I really felt was our best. We were much more in sync. I was learning how to follow him, and we just had a great time.
Afterwards, we went to the Biltmore. Amazing hotel. It was built in 1929, I came to find. Very historic and beautiful, huge, and we went dancing. She loves to dance, so I figured we'd try and go swing dancing, which is my specialty and my favorite. She'd done just enough that she picked it up so quickly. She's a very good follow, and I think that sometimes she was a little hard on herself, but I think she did incredible.
Chris was so sweet throughout the whole night. He's just so nice. But he was giving me a hard time. I often apologize. I'll say I'm sorry for a lot of things, maybe if they're even out of my control. But I'm always worried about how people are feeling in situations. And if I think I mess up a dance move, I'm going to say I'm sorry. But he was so great and just said, hey, you're saying sorry too much. It's not your fault. Just cut it out. And sometimes that's good for me to hear.
I think she did well enough that she had a fun time, and I definitely had a blast. But I knew I would. I mean, she's that kind of girl, open to a lot of new situations. The band was great. The people there were asking us questions why we had people around us, and that was fun. But she definitely makes it an enjoyable evening. You forget that you have cameras around you and that it's 115 degrees outside. So a lot of fun.
Most of the moves we did tonight are things I've done at some point in my life, but it could have been over a decade ago. So it was great to have Chris be a well-educated teacher as he showed me how to do the Charleston and how to really do it, or how to do the Charleston kicks. I liked it when we started pivoting and doing those. I can't remember what that was called, but he'd kind of, give me the push, and I'd know we were going to start doing it the opposite way. That was really fun. I really liked that one. We did the Lindy Hop in general. I don't know that I've necessarily done that specifically, or not that I remember. And that's his zone. That's his expertise, and he rocked that one out. For partner dancing, Chris is the better dancer than me, which is good. You need a guy who knows exactly what he's doing, and I can kind of follow along. When it comes to individual, like hip hop, which I know he likes, I don't know. It'd be hard to say. I might be able to take him in that one.
Like I said, I mean, I'd have to say she's more well-rounded. I can only speak for a couple of styles, but she's done Latin, she's done ballroom, she's done jazz and tap, I think she said. So by far she's the better. She's got the most experience with a broad range of styles, hands down.
When I found out that Chris is currently getting ready to take the bar, I knew exactly what that meant. That means he's taking it at the end of the month, because I know enough people who've taken the bar. I know when it is. And that's crazy that he was willing to come down here, take any time off of studying to come and take me out. So flattering. That's a big, big deal. But you can tell he's very dedicated to what he's doing. I know he's going to do well. He's going to knock it out of the park, and he's going to be a great lawyer and, yeah, kill it.
Assuming I pass the bar, then October. It's a while, so yeah, I've got a couple of weeks. Exams coming up, and then I don't find out till October. So until then, yeah, I'll just be crossing my fingers.
I think that Chris was the most curious about this process and asked a lot about me and how I've been feeling going through all of this. And I have to say, he was really perceptive at figuring out what things might be kind of hard about this or challenging. And so I was just impressed with his ability to put himself in my shoes and think about how that could be. And I told him, I think that's going to be a huge asset in his career in being a lawyer, for him to be able to step outside of himself and say, what's it like to be my client? And where are they coming from on this? I think it's going to be helpful in being a leader in the church, in being just a good friend to people and empathizing, in being a father. I think it's a fantastic quality. And I really appreciated that I got to see that in him tonight.
It was just like I thought it would be. Just judging from her personality, the way she came across in the videos, I can tell that she cares about other people, and that's something that I really appreciate in a person. Always makes for a more relaxed time when you're with a person like that, because you don't have to worry about whether they're having fun or they're not comfortable. I think right away we got a good enough relationship where she felt comfortable telling me what she really thought, and I didn't have to wonder whether she was thinking something else or just being polite. So that was great. A lot of fun.
I really enjoyed Chris sharing with me his experience in finding the church at age 13 and meeting with the sister missionaries. And it was great. He talked about how the elders obviously do a lot on missions, but that sometimes the sisters are they just have something special going for him. And in his case, I think that's exactly what he needed. And they really spoke to him, and it spoke to his heart. And I think he felt really good about the gospel really early on, which I appreciate his sensitivity to the Spirit. I think that says a lot about him and his character, and that's going to carry on throughout his life. One of Chris's friends made him promise that he would not leave the state without singing for me. And so I was treated to a fabulous song on my porch just at the end. He sang Summertime. And I tell you what, I knew he'd have a good voice. I could tell that was in him, but he blew me away. He really surprised me. It was gorgeous. He has such a good voice. I hope he continues to put that to good use.
Would I recommend this experience? I would. I think it makes it a little easier if you are okay with being in the spotlight. But I think it builds character.
The way the date ended, I think it felt very much on a friendly level. I don't think that he's like super stoked on me or anything like that. But what's great is he said that he felt impressed to come and do this. And so one more time that we got to share just some of those great experiences around this and how it's getting promptings and it's following it and not knowing what it's going to lead to and what the blessings will be. But it's out there. It's going to be something, and we both don't know what that is yet. But I know he's going to be blessed.
Of course. Yeah, she's wonderful. She's just what I thought she'd be. Of course, it's all in her hands, and she's had some great guys to choose from. So I know she'll make a good choice either way, but I'd be more than happy to come, definitely. Ashley, thank you so much for a wonderful evening. This entire time, all I could think of is that you've been doing this every single night, and sometimes maybe more. I don't know, but the fact that you put your all into every single night is something that I really appreciated, and I definitely didn't feel like I was just a number tonight, and you're very good about that, so thank you.